Present a note on T.S. Eliot's concept of tradition. Marks 10-12. Answer. In his seminal essay, Tradition and the Individual Talent, Eliot stresses the importance of tradition and elucidates his concepts about poetry. Eliot feels that the word tradition is used only with derogatory implications when we call a poet too traditional. He opines that literary advancements are recognized only when they conform to the tradition. Eliot finds it utterly wrong with those people who measure the greatness of a poet counting in his work those aspects and parts in which he is individual. He finds it faulty, because, according to him, not only the best, but the most individual part of his, a poet's, work may be those in which the dead poets, his ancestors, assert their immortality most vigorously. Eliot insists on a thorough examination of the literary, cultural context in which a poet writes, and also points out that some interrogation about the particular poet's preceding age could be handy for the critic as well as the poet. Eliot, by being traditional, does not mean the blind imitation of the past. He affirms that tradition cannot be inherited and must be obtained by great labor. It does not mean only the past, it has a historical sense. The historical sense, which Eliot partially derives from the French novelist, Flaubert, ensures that a writer writes consciously with the whole of the European tradition in mind. Eliot suggests the historical sense to fight the provincialism of time in English or American writing. Not only should a writer try to overcome the boundaries of a particular period, he should not be restricted by barriers of language and culture. Thus, Eliot recommends a politics where the poet or writer has to acquaint himself with the major part of European writing and the European ideas along with his own literature and culture before he starts writing on his own. By suggesting that no poet, no artist of any art, has his complete meaning alone, the sacred wood, Eliot confirms that meanings are cultural. At least we need a yardstick to measure the authentic greatness of a particular work, and the earlier works act as this yardstick. Even as the new work is directed by the existing tradition in the sense that a writer tries to follow its broad parameters, adjustments have to be made on the existing body of tradition to accommodate the genuinely new work of art. As such, it is a two-way process. The old directs the new and the new calls for a fresh assessment of the old existing order. Eliot wants that even as one may be influenced by major writers of a particular period, the contribution of minor writers of that period cannot be ignored. Because the main current of a tradition does not always flow through the most distinguished writers. Moreover, a poet should also pay heed to the mind of his whole country, of whole Europe. The minds of this multitude have been shaped by the influence of all ages, the past and the present. According to Eliot, tradition does not imply that one age is better than another, or that condition of art improves continuously. Rather, each age produces its own priorities and standards even as it conforms to past values. However, tradition, according to Eliot, ensures that the present writer has a better perspective of the past. He can see it whole even as he can pick and choose particular moments from the past. What is essential is that the poet should continue to develop this consciousness of the past throughout his career. Finished. Please subscribe to the channel for more updates of ready-made notes on English literature. Also, please share this channel to help any student pursue a degree in English literature. Thank you very much for watching the video. Please do not forget to like and comment.